My name is Verdis. I live in Balmain in Sydney, and these are my two babies.
So let's take it back to the beginning, Con. How many Mazdas have you owned over the years?
12 Mazdas over the last 20 years, 5 of which have been MX-5s. Loved every single one of them. These two babies are the latest Mazdas.
What is your first memory of the Mazda brand?
One of my first memories was a friend of ours that had the Series 2 RX-7, and I got in this thing and it was the red exterior, black interior sunroof, and he drove the wheels off it. There was a place called Lookout Point, so some beautiful S-bends, and you get to the very top and overlook Newcastle, so I remember it quite well. After about 3 or 4 times of me begging, he threw me the keys, and the rotary just sort of burped into life, and I blipped the throttle and went, "Ooh, this sounds good." Just said, "Look, go for a drive by yourself." And I remember I didn't want to come home. If there was a mobile phone, which there wasn't back then, I'm sure he'd have been ringing me going, "Where are you?" Because I did disappear for about 2 hours.
What was the first Mazda that you owned?
It was actually an NA MX-5. It was such a beautiful car, and still is a beautiful car. It's fun to drive, it looked great, and every drive is just an adventure. So at the time when the car first launched, my uncle had a service station, and a friend of his pulled up in this red NA, and I can still see that moment to this very day. And it's almost like the car is in colour and everything else is in grey, but that's what attracted me to it. And then one drive and I was gone.
The MX-5 in particular seems to evoke something very special in its owners. Do you know where that comes from and why there's such a sense of community around the MX-5?
I think the best part about the car is that it is a beautiful car to drive, and every drive is an adventure. You drop the roof and away you go. And from my experiences, people that drive MX-5s love the car so much. It's just a nice community.
Talk me through the process of when you come downstairs, unlock the door, go from there.
Obviously the first thing I do after I start the car is drop the roof. That goes without saying. Belt on, depending on the mood, whether there's music, whether there's not music, and then it's just first gear and go. Sorry, you're making me smile. There's nothing more I love than a beautiful clean car with the Soul Red. You're driving along, you've got the sun coming through, you're sitting nice and low. It's like a little puppy. Every time it's let's play, let's have some fun. It just looks great.
What words come to mind when you think of Mazda?
Innovative. It's a company of passion, and it's a company that really challenges convention.
Zum